Hi guys, happy Tuesday. So the topic today is sex ed in high school and stuff, and like what our thoughts about it are, and our thoughts about abstinence. And I'm gonna have to say I went to Catholic school my entire life, like literally since I was 2 years old, which is really young. But I went to sex ed in sixth grade. And like I don't know, you're like 11 or 12 in sixth grade, and like I mean we're a bunch of immature girls who like laugh every time the woman said penis or vagina or sex. Like it was just a funny word. We're like hee 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 sex. Um, but I mean basically all they taught us was it was like this old woman. All she taught us was like the anatomy, how things work, how things function and stuff. But going to high school, we didn't have sex ed. Whenever they would like teach us about sex, it would be either for like a biological purpose, like for science, or it would be like for morality or something, where they would be like, don't have sex until you're married, and that's where the whole abstinence thing comes in. And I mean, obviously, not everyone in high school is gonna listen to that. Not everyone in my high school was abstinent. It wasn't, it was kind of like this. It just, you listen in class and then you kind of go off and do your own thing. So, I mean, I had my own problems with the way things were taught, like with the morality class. Like, there were a lot of things that the church said that I didn't agree with. I personally think the most important thing a school can do in terms of teaching their children about sex education is to just make them aware. Like, teach them everything that goes into the whole process of sex. Like, teach them, just make them knowledgeable about it so they know, like, the outcomes, like, the things that can happen if you're not responsible. It's just, like, it's important for a person to be able to go out into the world and have some knowledge and not just be naive and unaware of what's going to happen. So I think that's the most important thing. And then after that, I think it's up to the person. Like, if you want to go out and do your thing, like, go and do it. It's not anyone else's right to tell you not to do it. There's concern in terms of, like, things that happen after having sex, that are completely understandable, but it's still, like, it's the right of the person. I do have a problem when, like, really young girls are going out and, like, doing things, because I feel like not everyone is mature enough to make their own decisions on that level. It's kind of, there's not really any black and white. It's more like shades of gray. But I think, for me, I was really glad that I had that. Like, I mean, I don't, like, it was good. It was good to be able to have, like, my school be like, give me one version, and, like, my parents were like, don't have sex until you're married, blah, blah, blah. So that was cool, but it was also nice to be able to, this year when I came to the school, which doesn't have any Catholic affiliation or anything, it was actually like last Friday or Saturday, there was this sex toy party, which is basically just a bunch of, like, they have, like, in the beginning they have this two women, they're like nurses or whatever, and they just answer questions about sex. Like, people write questions and then the nurse answers them, like, she reads them out loud, and it's just everyone goes. And then at the end, they have this raffle, and they give away sex toys, like lube, like dildos and shit, like all this stuff. And people were winning, and this was like a school event, and so it was just really different to go from, like, super Catholic conservative, where it was like, don't have sex until you're married, like, none of this shit, like sex toys and stuff, none of that. That's just, disgrace. But, like, and then to come here, where they're, like, giving away free, like, vibrators and, I don't know, stuff like that. So I think it's really cool. And the question is whether we we prefer friends with benefits or relationships. And I think my answer to that is I don't have a preference. It depends on where I am in my life. It depends how I'm feeling. Like, if I'm ready for a relationship, then I'm ready for a relationship if I find the right person. It also depends on, like, the person. Like, there are people who you just can't see yourself dating. And there are times when having a friend with benefits just complicates things. Like, there are times when it's good to be single, and there are times when it's good to be dating, I think. So it depends on, like, first the person, like, if you can see yourself being in a relationship with them, and also then it depends on you, like, what point you are at in your life. So yeah, that's my thing. I have to go do homework now because I've been procrastinating all day. And I hope you guys have an excellent day. I will see you next Tuesday.